Apartment mystery shops are one of the best shops you can do because number one, who doesn't like to go look at a new place to stay, especially if you've been thinking about moving yourself? Number two, they pay a high amount per shop and you can stack them. I'll explain that later on. And number three, it gives you the ability to find out how a place is laid out so that you can help yourself. If you never had an apartment or you're looking to move, you get more information to know, okay, well, this is available to me, or I didn't know that this was an option when it comes to what's included in the rent. Like, you learn so much from seeing what other companies do that your company may not do. And then you be able to just get out of what you in if you don't feel like they're giving you exactly what you deserve, right? Especially if you're paying them rent. When you are a mystery shopper, one of the biggest things that I love so much about doing apartment shops is how much you are paid. These give you two-digit amounts per shop, which can range from $25, $50, and even $70 per shop. So let's jump right into what you can expect, how it goes, and all that good stuff. So, what you can expect when you are doing an apartment mystery shop is a lot of details, a lot of recalling, a lot of remembering what you saw, and a long shot form. And I'll go into detail with that as we go along in the video. Now, it's very simple how the process works. So you go from apply to reading to visiting and then to a payment. And there are little things in between each one, but I'll break that down as I go along. Apply. The number one thing you would need to do is apply to the company that's actually giving the shop. Now, if you go into my description, I have a link there that gives you some steps to begin the process. If you sign up for my email list, I will send you a 5-step guide, even giving you some companies you can sign up for in the beginning and some more helpful, vital information for anyone looking to start mystery shopping. You would need to wait until you actually get the okay in an email from that scheduler saying that you have been assigned that shop. Many people who are new make the mistake and think that, oh, if I apply, I got it. So let me just go over here and start doing the mystery shop. Well, you can't because you don't even know what exactly you're doing. Now, most schedulers, if you are already in that company, will send you an email and it will outline what they are expecting. But there are actual guidelines that you must follow that comes with the shop once you are chosen to do this shop. So just wait until you actually receive an email saying you have been assigned, you are currently the person to do this, and here are the guidelines, because the guidelines is how you get paid. If you don't follow the guidelines, you will not get paid. You would have wasted your time. I mean, you might have saw a really nice apartment, but you're not getting compensated for that. And we're not in the business of wasting time because time is money. Now, when you get these guidelines, very, very, very important that you read them. Many people just assume, okay, I have an idea, or they glance over the information and they do not look at the details. Everything is detailed when you do a mystery shop. And many people that I know and have helped become mystery shoppers have gotten their shops declined, non-payment, because they did not look for this. They did not ask this specific question per the guidelines and they couldn't even fill out the form. So you must read the guidelines. It's very important that you do. Now, when you come to a visit for the actual shop, most times you will have to do a phone call. It may be recorded or may be non-recorded. This will be in the guidelines. When you go to the visit, make sure you have a way to jot down information. I, as a person who's done this for over 10 years, can give you a little pro tip. When I go to apartment shops, I pretty much have my phone on recorder. So when I am talking and asking these questions, I pretty much reviewed the actual guidelines. So I have a general idea. It's not nothing really stringent you need to remember, but I am just recording what is said. And so I can go back to that to help me fill in the spots within the actual shop when I am done with that. Make sure you're being very visual and looking around, because a lot of things have to deal with how the grounds are, how the apartment was set up, how was the rooms, for the walls, the actual floors, the stairwell, the elevators, if there is any, like those things matter. Typically, we wouldn't care twice to look or even think about that, but when you're doing an apartment shop, every detail matters, and you have to remember that when you're in that visit. And most times you have to get a business card or bring back an application. So just make sure, again, back to the guidelines, you know exactly what you have to do once you do that visit, and you're using the right person, because they typically most time want you to focus on a specific person. So if you can't get the person, you can still get paid if you've tried multiple times, but don't just go there and say, well, I can't reach Amanda, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Jake. You're not going to get paid, because Jake was not the person that's supposed to have been the point of the visit. Amanda was. So again, all into the details of the guidelines when you are in your visit. And then the last thing is pretty much getting paid. All of those steps lead up to you getting to that shop form, filling everything out, submitting it over to your scheduler, her reviewing it, giving it the thumbs up, and then submitting it over to the company so that you can get payment. Payment typically for these type of shops are 30 days out, because they have to go through their due diligence to make sure, for one, you did the right person. They may have cameras inside of their establishment, so the times you chose that you actually arrived and you left, it was actually you and you had the right person. So they're going back and checking everything that you actually put in these shops to make sure it's actually accurate. And if anything don't line up, they may actually push it back to the scheduler to have you go back and fix something. So you just have to understand that these shops do take 30 days out, to get paid, so that they can make sure everything was done correct. And a lot of these shops, you can do more than one. So if you have an opportunity to do four apartment shops and they're $25 a piece, that's $100 in one day. And once you do them enough, it will be like so easy to get through these forms, because you already know what to expect. You still read the guidelines, because you don't want to ever assume, oh, I already know what they want. It can be something totally different, and you don't want to run the risk of getting no payment and then you wasted your time. So I hope this actually helped. Again, check out the link in the description to get started with mystery shopping. Sign up for my email list so you can get that 5-step guide, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to make more mystery shop videos.